Hello YouTubers, hello world, my name's Adrian Allen, and in this video I'm going to read out another impact statement from another of Alex Belfield's victims. And on this count, Alex Belfield was jailed for 2.5 years. It is used under the Fair Use, Fair Dealings guidelines, and this is Ben Hewis's statement after Alex Belfield was jailed. And again, please, if you could watch the whole video, because some of the detail in Ben's statement is harrowing. On September 16th, Alex Belfield was sentenced to 5 years and 26 weeks in prison for his stalking of myself and 7 others. I'm thrilled justice has been served and excited to move on with the rest of my life. For anyone interested in what I was subjected to, here is my personal statement. Since first encountering Alex Belfield in 2019, not a day has gone by without me losing countless waking and sleeping hours, terrified about what he might do next to target me and my family. For almost 3 years, I've been subjected to the most painfully personal attacks. Belfield has waged a relentless, multi-pronged intimidation and harassment campaign that has left me psychologically and emotionally drained of the vim and vigour that defined my character before. I had the misfortune of coming across him. Where I was once optimistic and motivated, I am now more often the opposite. I worry this will take a long time to repair. I know I won't ever be the same person I once was. The utmost important thing in my life is my family, and Alex Belfield knew this. From his very first email and in the majority of communications thereafter, he used my wife and children as his main weapon to terrify, intimidate, and blackmail me. In almost 100 emails, he threatened me with rising court costs, costs which now appear to have been fabricated to alarm and blackmail me, since no evidence has been provided that any legal action was ever taken. He regularly told me I'd lose my family home, and on multiple occasions said that he had hired solicitors or private investigators to find out where I live. Living in fear of this on a daily basis had an enormous strain on my family life. For most of my wife's pregnancy with our second child, I was withdrawn and vacant. A time that was supposed to be joyous and exciting, stolen from me by Belfield. In multiple videos published on his YouTube channel, he stole my family photos and used them alongside his vile rants and assaults on my character, calling me a bad parent for not giving in to his intimidation, promising to hound me for the rest of my life. In one video, he wrote "liar" across my 2-year-old son's face and used that as a thumbnail on a video seen by hundreds of thousands of people. The photos he used were of some of the happiest moments of my life. My son's christening, our first family holiday. Now they will be forever tainted by his abuse. If he wanted to illustrate his videos with pictures of me, there are hundreds available of me on my own. But he chose ones that featured my family, knowing full well the devastating effect this would have on me. It also meant that I had to keep watching the videos in order to make specific time-stamped complaints to YouTube to have them taken down. The emotional and psychological damage this has all had on me is profound, and I am seeking therapy to help me move on and begin to heal. I followed the advice of platforms and government organisations to block and report trolls. But all this did was lock myself away and leave my family and business vulnerable to further attacks. Blocking was also futile. A futile exercise as Belfield continued to seek out new ways to get to me when others failed. When blocked on Twitter, he used other accounts to see what I was tweeting and routinely, publicly mocked me to his social media followers, posting screen grabs he could only have obtained by using an account that I hadn't blocked. He also regularly asked his followers to contact me, which they did, sending threatening tweets on multiple occasions, and as his subscribers have grown, this became increasingly worrying. Everywhere I go, I fear confrontations with people he's lied to about me. One of the most distressing moments in the last 3 years was when Belfield attempted to contact my wife on Facebook. My wife being pregnant at the time of Belfield's harassment, I chose not to tell her, as I feared the huge stress caused by Belfield's harassment could lead to complications in the pregnancy or even miscarriage. Belfield knew my wife was pregnant and chose to contact her on Facebook with his lies and intimidation tactics, attaching an image of the baby scan, willfully and without fear of consequence, putting her in grave danger. He may not have physically come near us, but his actions could easily have caused severe physical harm. When he wasn't targeting my family, he was going for my business in an attempt to destroy my means of income. On many occasions, he tweeted lies to my clients, telling them I'd avoided contact from the police and was perverting the course of justice, painting me out to be a liar and a criminal to people I've spent years developing a relationship with. So much time was spent contacting clients and friends, pleading with them not to pay him any attention. Google search results for my name still to this day come up with a defamatory article on his website which he has said has had hundreds of thousands of views. It's filled with lies in an attempt to make him out to be my victim. Internet search referrals are a big part of my new business, so this has potentially cost me tens of thousands of pounds in lost business revenue. In the prosecution's opening statement, it was said that Belfield's crime was more akin to online trolling than physical stalking. I think this takes something away from the harm that has been caused to me and the other 7 victims, as well as Belfield's countless other victims who are too afraid to come forward. With the proliferation of social media, the internet is no longer a collection of documents on a series of computers. It is a place where people make friends, carry out business, learn new skills, share their happiest and saddest moments. It's where all corners of life come together. Therefore, online stalking and harassment in today's world has the ability to cause the same, if not greater harm and consequences as physically stalking someone in person. Online, he was able to contact me at any time of the day via multiple online platforms that seemingly hold no accountability for the behaviour of their users. Online, he was able to build a mob of followers and instruct them to also harass me, many anonymously. Online, he was able to come at me from multiple angles without ever lifting more than a finger on his keyboard. Online, he still caused me to have panic attacks. Online, he still made me feel isolated, racked with guilt and fear and pain. Online, he still could have caused my wife to miscarry. And because of his claims that he is a journalist, despite many times prior to the trial saying he has never been one and would never want to be, online he was able to carry on intimidating his victims throughout the trial with biased and unfair court reporting that aimed to portray us as inept attention seekers to his 500,000 followers. So please, don't look at this as only emails or only tweets or only vlogs on YouTube. Just because Alex isn't a knife-wielding attacker on the street doesn't mean he hasn't caused his victims a multitude of life-changing psychological injuries. I like to think of myself as a forgiving person. You have to be with 2 young children who constantly throw stuff at you and call you names. But could I forgive Alex Belfield for what he has done to us? No. Never. Largely because after hearing the hell he has made our lives for so long, he continues to show absolutely no remorse. Which leads me to believe that he will continue doing this to many more people as long as he is allowed to do so, and as long as online platforms continue to facilitate this behaviour with paltry policies that protect no one apart from themselves. That is the personal impact statement from Ben Hewis, for which Alex Belfield was jailed for 2.5 years, guilty as tried in a Crown Court by jury. My name's Adrian Allen. Thank you for your likes, your subscriptions, but most of all your indulgence. And I'll see you in the next video.